Welcome to aminacademy.com. Let us do the tragic life stories of scientists. In that, we'll discuss about Michael Faraday. Michael Faraday was a British chemist and physicist who contributed significantly to the study of electromagnetism and electrochemistry. Michael Faraday was born on 22 September 1791 in South London. His family was not well off and Faraday received only a basic formal education. When he was 14, he was apprenticed to a local bookbinder and during the next 7 years educated himself by reading books on a wide range of scientific subjects. In 1812, Faraday attended four lectures given by the chemist Humphrey Davy at the Royal Institution. Faraday subsequently wrote to Davy asking for a job as his assistant. Davy Humphrey turned him down, but in 1813 appointed him to help the job of chemical assistant at the Royal Institution. The year later, Faraday was invited to accompany Davy and his wife on an 18-month European tour taking in France, Switzerland, Italy, and Belgium, and meeting many influential scientists. On their return in 1815, Faraday continued to work at the Royal Institutions, helping with experiments of Davy, Humphrey, and other scientists in 1821. He published his work on the electromagnetic rotation, the principle behind the electric motor. He was able to carry out a little further research in the 1820s, busy as he was with other projects. In 1826, he founded the Royal Institution, Friday evening discourses, and in the same year, the Christmas lectures, both of which continue to this day. He himself gave many lectures, establishing his reputation as the outstanding scientific lecturer of his time. In 1831, Faraday discovered electromagnetic induction, the principle behind the electric transformer and generator. This discovery was crucial and allowing electricity to be transformed from a curio- curiosity into a powerful new technology. During the remainder of the decade, he worked on developing his ideas about electricity. He was partly responsible for coining many familiar words, including the electrode, cathode, and ion. Faraday's scientific knowledge was ha- harnessed for practical use through various official appointments, including scientific advisor to Trinity House, the professor of chemistry at the Royal Military Academy in Woolwich. However, in the early 1840s, Faraday's health began to deteriorate and he did less research. He died on 25th August 1867 at Hampton Court, where he had been given of official lodging in recognition of his contribution to science. He gave his name to the farad, originally describing a unit of electrical charge, but later the unit of electrical capacitance, that is a farad. I will discuss about more about Michael Faraday. Michael Faraday's life was marked by a number of challenges, including a difficult childhood, brutal school experience, and mental health issues in later life. Faraday was born into a poor family in Nevington, Surrey in 1791. His father was a blacksmith who was often ill and unable to work steadily. Faraday and his siblings barely had enough to eat. Faraday's formal education was cut short after the teacher beat him so severely that he was unable to move. His mother decided he would leave public education forever. In his later years, Faraday suffered from mental health issues, including short-term memory loss. Some believe the cause was dementia, while others think it may have been mercury poisoning. Faraday died in 1867 at the age of 75 in Hampton, Middlesex, England. Queen Victoria granted him a house at Hampton Court when he was unable to afford to buy one himself. Despite these challenges, Faraday's scientific work was groundbreaking. He was largely self taught, driven by his curiosity and fascinating with science. He made his most important discoveries between 1820 and 1840 on electromagnetic induction and electrolysis. He created glass with a very high refractive index to improve telescopes. He led an annual series at the Royal Institution that's still going strong. Faraday was a British chemist and physicist who contributed significantly to the study of electromagnetism and electrochemistry. Michael Faraday was born on 22 September 1791 in South London. His family was not well off. The Faraday received only a basic formal education. When he was 14, he was apprenticed a local bookbinder and during the next 7 years educated himself by reading books on the wide range of scientific subjects. In 1812, Faraday attended 4 lectures given by the chemist Humphrey Davy at the Royal Institution. Faraday subsequently wrote a Davy asking for a job and his assistant. Davy turned him down but in 1813 appointed him to the job of chemical assistant at the Royal Institution. A year later, Faraday was invited to accompany Davy and his wife on an 18-month European tour, taking in France, Switzerland, Italy, and Belgium, and meeting many influential scientists. In 1831, Faraday discovered electromagnetic induction and the principle behind the electric transformer and generator. This discovery was crucial in allowing electricity to be transformed from a curiosity into a powerful new technology. However, in the early 1840s, Faraday's health began to deteriorate and he did less research. He died on 25th August 1867 at Hampton Court, where he had been given official lodging in recognition of his contribution to science. He gave his name to the farad, originally describing a unit of electrical charge, but later a unit of electrical capacitance. So far, we discussed about Michael Faraday, the scientist and chemist. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.